Hello, future engineers. Good day. We are on our new topic for now. We have already finished discussing the the system, no, the solution for the system of linear equation. So in the systems of linear equation, we have known that for a single equation, let's say for 2x plus 3y is equal to 2, the solution of this equation are the values or the set of values of x and y which satisfies this condition. Now if there are more than one equation, let's say we have an additional of x minus y is equal to 1, then we have already a system of linear equation. Now the solution of the set of values for the first equation will not always be a true solution for the second one, nor the solution of the second equation will not always be the solution for the first equation. Now for the system of linear equation, for both of the equations, um, uh, we need to find the values of the x and y that satisfies both condition, then that will be the solution of the system of linear equation. Now we are already done with the system of linear equation, and now we are already on the roots of the non-linear equation. So when we see that the equation is not linear, it means that the equation will not form a line but a curve. So we are expecting here a second order equation, quadratic equations or more. So let's begin our calculations on how we're going to determine the roots of nonlinear equation. So the first method that we are or way, on how we are going to determine the roots of nonlinear equation is we have this direct incremental search method. So when we say direct incremental search method, now when we say search is we are going to find, we are going to substitute values of x, and then we have an increment. We have increment or katong step sizes, and then from initially assume value of x to satisfy, to solve the roots of nonlinear equation, we apply this increment or step size until we reach the correct answer. So let's have an example. We have x squared minus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So obviously, from this given equation, from this quadratic equation, we can use quadratic formula at least to solve for the value of x, or let's say to solve for the root of x. But for this example, to elaborate what is the direct incremental search method, now we have here an initial value of 1.5, and then we have a step size of 0.005. So okay, then we have our x and then the f of x. So for our first iteration, ingon niya ang x, first x daw nato is 1.5. Now saan man na siya nato? We just substitute the value of 1.5 to the given equation. Say 1.5 is equal to 1.5 squared minus 1.5 minus 1, and then this is equal to negative 0.25. Now for the second iteration, we just add the step size. So that is 1.5 plus 0.005, we'll have 1.505, and then we just substitute again the value of this x to the given equation, and we'll have L of x is equal to negative 0.239. And for the third iteration, we just add again the step size 0.005, then we had 1.51, and we have f of x equal to negative 0.229. Now take note that the root of this linear equation is, if you remember, this is the quadratic equation, and then the root of this nonlinear equation are the values of x which will satisfy this condition. The values of x when y is equal to 0. So kanilang siya nga steps, taas kayo ni siya up to abot ka pila ka iteration until you arrive at, let's say, 1.615, and then you got negative 0.006. So taas pa kayo ni siya nga step. Ang mo na siya ang point sa direct incremental search method. You have an essential initial assumption, and then you're not sure if it is close or far to the correct answer, and then you have your step size until and then you are going to iterate until magkaanam ka og katuol sa correct answer, no, which is equal to 0. So the value of x when y is equal to 0, that will be the root of the nonlinear equation. But of course, it depends on the condition of the problem. Okay, let's say no, if you remember, we have the stopping or the termination criterion. No, pasabot mo undag na ta. So we stop calculating. Let's say mo ingon siya nga, okay, iterate only up to kuan, solve only up to the 8th iteration, diba? And then if you arrive at the 8th iteration, then you're going to stop. Or let's say for this example, you can determine the true value of the x, right? The true value of the x. So we can say nga kuan, stop iteration when the specified tolerance, pre-specified error is yung dapat is, let's say 0.10%, diba? Or let's say at 5% or 2%. No? It depends on the given problem. So muna siyang kuan, first method. We have the direct incremental search method. This is kuan lang siya, no? This is time consuming and time consuming. And then dili pa gid ka sure if duol ba ka sa correct answer, correct solution or not. This is the first method.